This is my Pigeon, based on the BeamNG.Drive Pigeon. So I built this out of oil drum. This is where it's at the moment. I've spent quite a bit of time on it. So if this is the first time seeing the Pigeon, welcome to my shed, and let me show you what I've done so far. Just stand here somewhere. Get that leg in. Sit down. And so she's quite roomy, and then once I get the steering wheel in, yeah, just enough room. Not too bad for leg space. I think I may need some brackets up here, just to give that extra strength. A lot of this internal structure is, I'll say tacked in. Still some more strengthening to go. Calculated just enough room for a helmet. It's gonna be a bit squishy, kind of cozy. Just enough room for one, and I don't know, might have enough room for a passenger too. Swap over. Something like that. So I've also got this template here for windows, which will fit up in here somewhere. Now I've got to work out whether I'm going to do slide, electric or winder windows. But yeah, I think electric would be pretty cool if I could pull that off. I mean, for everything being so basic, made of oil drum, and then got electric windows on it. So I'll have a play around with that, but that'll come at a later stage. First I've got to get the perspex on the front and back, and of course all the bodywork done. So on the front of the Pigeon, I'm going to have lights there. I think it's bumper indicators, I'll have to check on that. And then we've got the grille, and I'll put some ducts in there as well, so get some fresh air into the cab. So I'll also look at putting a fuel tank probably behind the seat, or it may go up under here. Now, either way, it's going to be below the carburetor, so I have to look at putting a pump on it as well. But yeah, that's something for a later date. And these hinges took a bit of designing to get that flowing right, but I'm so happy with how that's turned out. And got some indicators going on the bumpers there as well. Maybe a reverse light. So I'll show you what's underneath. So this thing's not too heavy. I've actually weighed it. I'll stick a little piece in here so you can see how heavy it is. Now the reason for keeping it so lightweight is it's only a 49cc engine. It's a Honda Gyro all squished in there. Yeah, as I was saying with getting the fuel tank the right height, the carburetor's here, it's got a bowl on it, so I've got to get the fuel tank above that, which isn't going to happen in the back here. So I will have to set up a diaphragm pump on that, a vacuum diaphragm pump. But yeah, so everything's in there. And then I've just got to find a way of pushing these wheels out. That'll help with stability quite a lot, because these things are known for tipping over. And then this back frame, I'm going to look at strengthening up as well. So I've gone with this option of having cab and rear sort of completely separate, so I can get in and push that rear back, lengthen the wheelbase, and put, like, I don't know, a ramp deck on it for car transporter maybe, or something like that. So I've got a lot of ideas that I can build with this Pigeon later on. So I've just built everything kind of outside in, find out where it needs more strength, and then yeah, put more structure where it's necessary, just to try and keep the weight down as much as possible. So I will be pushing this wheel out further, just with wheel spaces I guess. But once I've done that, I would like to give it some extra support. Don't really want all that extra weight going on the axle. And maybe a muffler upgrade. Look at the size of that little thing. That's sad. Look at the size of that. It's smaller than my little finger. So that'll be getting an upgrade too. Get a good two-stroke twang out of it. Now, since this thing is just a CVT front drive only, there's no reverse on it, I was thinking I might hinge a motor that I can leverage down onto the front wheel there and just friction drive off the tyre, so when I need it I can just engage it and reverse up, just try and help get out of sticky situations. But first up is to get it finished. So next video, I think I'll tackle that bed box first and get that done, since it's all pretty much there, and it'll give me a sense of accomplishment too, since it's been so long. So if you've got any ideas or suggestions, leave them in the comments. And other than that, we'll see you on the next video. I've forgotten how to get in.